The content of this program is to provide nutritional education only. This program is not meant to take the place of your primary care physician. The FDA requires us to let you know that our products are not meant to treat, prevent, diagnose, or cure any diseases. As an empowered individual, you have options available. We are honored to have one of the founding fathers of epigenetics here to guide us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. To Daily with Doc. Hi, Doc.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at.
Wherever they're at, it's still, it is afternoon. Okay, so my name is Becca Dukes. I do know that, and I am excited to be the hostess of this program Monday through Friday from noon to 1 Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, that is 3 to 4 your time, and then figured out in between. If you're here in the States, if you are in the, British Standard Time, which the UK and Nigeria are in, it is 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock your time, or approximately there, unless there's been a time change. It's always changing. So to stay up with everything, if you can do it, you are awesome. So this program is brought to you by dailywithdoc.com. If you were invited by somebody specific, get back with them and thank them for sharing this program with you, because you are in for a treat as we share empowering information that allows you to be an authority in your own health. Now, with this information, we do want to make sure that you realize that this program is meant for educational purposes only. It is not meant to take the place of your primary care physician. So if you're on live with us, you have not heard that. If you are streaming with us, you got to hear that in the intro. You'll also hear it in the outro. I'm excited, Dr. Wallach, because we got the live stream going and everything is just working perfect. And let's get you as spotlighted as well. Because I want to introduce you, everybody, to Dr. Joel Wallach. He is amazing. So as a person that just is like nonstop learning, he is my mentor. You have done so much, Dr. Wallach, in your short lifetime to help humanity, and you're not stopping.
That is correct. We're not stopping. We are moving ahead.
And you're using life experiences too, not just research, not just something that you read in a book, but you started as a very young child with some issues yourself that now are so prevalent within our kiddos, Dr. Wallach. And you figured out what you needed to do then, and you have just been building on that like a snowball rolling down a very steep hill. In your research has now not just that one condition, but mineral deficiencies linked to over 600 poor health conditions. 600, folks. These are the common things and uncommon things. And what you're going to be hearing on this program today will help you understand why minerals are so very, very important. So, Dr. Wallach, what have you prepared to share with us today?
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and thank you, team. I'm really, really excited because we have, as I've been talking about for a while, the book, The Wallach Revolution, is available now. the Wallach Revolution. It goes into the history of what Rebecca was talking about and talks about the major diseases we've uncovered and identified and figured out cures for. It also touches on many of the ones. There you go. I'll let you hold it up. Very good.
Yeah, then we can hear you loud and clear, Dr. Wallach, because when
Okay,
you hold
thank
it
you.
in your face, you're muffled. So we want to hear you loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. And this book, The Wallach Revolution, it will make you breathless because it all starts, and I had a disease that nobody had seen before. 20 doctors had failed to figure out what it was. They'd never seen it before, or if they had, they didn't know what it was. And they were going to put me into an experimental hospital/prison because I was dangerous. I was hurting people. They were afraid I was going to kill somebody or kill myself. And I was only 9 years old. And I'm sitting on the end of the bed on a Friday night. My parents are packing my clothes because they're going to take me Monday to this hospital/prison. And remember, 20 doctors couldn't figure it out. So I'm saying to myself, why is it that I have this problem? Nobody else that I know has this problem. I don't know. What do I do? What does everybody else do? So the next morning, on Saturday morning, when everybody else started eating breakfast, I took my cereal bowl that had oatmeal and the breakfast of champions in it, Wheaties, and gave them out to the chickens in the yard. I went to the barn and I got alfalfa pellets that were enriched with vitamins and minerals, put in my cereal bowl, came back to the house, poured milk on it, had it for breakfast. That's Saturday morning. Did the same thing on Sunday morning, did the same thing on Monday morning. By Monday afternoon, I cured myself. After 5 years of going downhill, 20 doctors couldn't figure it out. And I realized the doctors didn't know what was going on when I was 9 years old. Today it's called Tourette syndrome. And I was getting gluten and not taking supplements. I was getting gluten from my Wheaties. I was getting gluten from my oatmeal. I was getting gluten from my pancakes and waffles and my spaghetti and bread and toast and buns and cookies. I was getting gluten from everywhere. My intestines were dead. And any nutrition I might have been getting from my food was coming out the other end into the septic tank. So the septic tank was happy. And I learned all that when I was 9 years old. Okay. And then it became, okay, I need to go to agricultural school and learn soils and food and all that kind of stuff. And, what we need to do. Why is it we don't have health insurance for animals, for farm animals? Because, if the farm animals would get the same problem I had, the veterinarian would have to come out every day and give them injections of tranquilizers and all that kind of stuff, the typical medical treatment. And the farmer couldn't afford to do that. So he'd go out of business. So we learned by giving these nutrients to these animals, it eliminated all these problems. So I said, well, if it works for them, why not for us? And so that's how it all started for me when I was 9 years old. And it was very obvious. Well, in this book, The Wallach Revolution, it covers some 600 different diseases. Osteoporosis of the skull alone covers 37 different diseases, all totally reversible, all totally preventable. And type 2 diabetes, very easy to get rid of. I don't care if you've had it for 25 years. Type 1 diabetes is easily preventable, okay, and easily manageable. It's not a genetic disease, not an autoimmune disease. And then high blood pressure is easy. That's very easy to prevent and reverse, okay. And we're looking at things like lupus, which, is sort of like Parkinson's disease and skin problems all at the same time. That's easily prevented and reversed. Lupus, it's not an autoimmune disease. Your body's not attacking itself. And same thing is true with arthritis. I said diabetes, high blood pressure. We're talking about Alzheimer's disease, MS, Guillain-Barré syndrome, Parkinson's disease, all this stuff, demyelinization, the white matter of your brain going away. All this is easily preventable and reversible with nutrition and supplement programs. So we came up with a program, when I was 9, 10 years old, that had these nutrients in it that we were giving our animals. And people, in school and church and everything are kind of pointing at me and whispering because I'm a totally different person in just weeks. After starting the new diet and taking the supplements, people are recognizing a huge, huge behavioral and physical change in me. Okay. And of course, one by one over the years, we come up with a program. We have programs, as I said, for over 600 different diseases. Osteoporosis of the skull is, let's see here, 37 different diseases. That's one of my favorites, osteoporosis of the skull, because my favorite pictures, I take lots of pictures as a pathologist, an autopsy and under the microscope and everything. The top picture is a normal skull. You can see it's a quarter of an inch thick. The bottom one is osteoporosis in the skull, same gender, same age, same location, but it's 1.5 to 2 inches thick. And you can see how that would squeeze the 12 pairs of cranial nerves and the spinal cord, causing 37 different diseases. We have a CD that goes along with it. It's a set. It's available as a set. It's all in your head. And then the transition from electricity, to electricity from wood as fuel, wood and coal as fuel, is documented in the book Hell's Kitchen, named after that district in New York City where everything goes bad. And for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, we were using wood and coal as fuel, putting the wood ashes, which are 90% minerals and 2 or 3% carbon, into our gardens. The vegetables would suck up the minerals. We'd eat those vegetables and get those minerals. Mama and grandma would take the wood ashes out of the stove and out of the fireplace and put them into our food as a spice. We get the minerals that way. Well, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, when Thomas Edison pulled the switch, we went to electricity. Suddenly now we didn't have the wood ashes and coal ashes anymore. There are no ashes associated with electricity. Now, electricity has killed more people than all the wars in the history of humanity. Now, electricity has been a great boon, has been a great thing for industry, for manufacturing and science and so forth. But when it comes to human health, it's been bad. Even the bottomland went away when they put up the hydroelectric dams. We stopped the flooding every spring. Every spring it would flood in certain areas. And when the floodwater would recede, it left all the silt behind where the water had taken minerals and soil and brought them down into the valleys and the fields. The farmers would plow it in every year and renew the soil because the plants would take the minerals out of the soil. Well, once they put up the hydroelectric dams, guess what? That all went away. And suddenly now we had a cataclysmic, dramatic disaster in the world because the world all wanted electricity and they gave up their source of minerals. Now, nutritional minerals do not occur in a uniform blanket around the crust of the earth. They occur in veins like gold and silver. The only way that you can get all you need to prevent 600 different diseases, okay, is to take a supplement program that has all 90 in it. That we began with the Healthy Start Pack. And then I think I've told you about Theo Ratliff many times, a 24-year-old basketball player, okay, and I was able to rebuild him when he had a fracture in his shooting arm wrist. He had bone-to-bone arthritis in his knees. He was only 24 years old. He lost his position with the Atlanta Hawks. I rebuilt him and came up with our rebounder sports drink with 100 nutrients in it, 75 minerals, and 25 amino acids in it. And that's why his picture is on there. He got his contracts back. He played for 11 more years, made $100 million, bought a big, I don't know what you would call it. It's a big, almost like a university on this big land tract, and invite families with kids with problems to come show them how to fix themselves. Another one of my favorites is, let's see here, the big boxer, heavyweight boxer, right? Help me there. A big heavyweight boxer.
Sorry, so we've got Mike Tyson, Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield. There we go. Evander Holyfield. He was defending his title against Michael Moore, his heavyweight title, and he had a major heart attack during the space between the 11th and 12th round. It was a 12-round defense of his title, heavyweight title. He has a major heart attack, and so he couldn't answer the bell for the 12th round, and so he lost his title to Michael Moore because he couldn't answer the bell. I came up with a Healthy Brain and Heart Pack for him, got it to him for a year, and got him going on the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. He destroys Mike Tyson, who had taken the title away from Michael Moore. He destroys, I'm using that word correctly, destroyed Mike Tyson in the 6th round. The referee had to jump in to save Mike Tyson's life because, excuse me, Mike Tyson had been destroyed by
Evander Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield. Okay. And Evander Holyfield got his title back. Who wins a heavyweight title against Mike Tyson after they've had a major heart attack? Okay. Well, that's because he had the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. Okay. And that's been wonderful for literally tens of thousands, maybe millions of people around the world. Okay. For their heart issues and so forth. Yeah. And again, Evander Holyfield, I just respect him enormously for all the good things he does for humanity, because he knows he was blessed by getting saved when it shouldn't have been worked out well. It worked out very well because he did take the supplement program. Evander Holyfield, and again, Theo Ratliff. We have thousands and thousands more. Okay. And this book, okay, goes into these 600 different diseases. Okay. The Wallach Revolution. Okay. The Wallach Revolution. Everybody needs a couple of these books for their family. If you buy 10 of them at one time, you get a nice discount. Okay. They're available now. Immediately, they're available from the Wellness Publications website, www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com. Every family needs a couple of these. Okay. One they can loan out to their kids and grandkids and nieces and nephews and brothers and sisters and aunties and uncles. The other one they need to have with them all the time so they can flip to the right page and talk to somebody and say, hey, we can help you with your health problem. Think of Andrew Holyfield. Think of Theo Ratliff. And of course, really the part that I love, we show how to get rid of and prevent all these birth defects. There are no birth defects that are caused by bad genes. There are no birth defects that are caused by autoimmune disease where your body's attacking itself. And of course, our great attorney, Jonathan Nemord, he and I sued the FDA in one stream 8 times, but totally over the years, 9 times. And we were able to prevail and get these nutrients put into baby formulas like Enfamil and Similac. And I'm the guy who got rid of cystic fibrosis. I found the first non-human case of cystic fibrosis in a monkey that was going into space for NASA, okay, in 1976. I got the Klaus Schwartz Award for that. That's kind of like the Nobel Prize equivalent in biochemistry. And it was in, let's see here, 2011, 2015. 4 years later, I got the Lifetime Achievement Award from the United Nations for that same thing. Got rid of cystic fibrosis, got rid of muscular dystrophy. Thank God we were able to give Jerry Lewis all the information so he knew before he died a couple of years later that muscular dystrophy was a simple nutritional deficiency. It's not genetic, and we could get rid of it in every kid. He was so happy. Okay, we were able to do that. And then we also got rid of sudden death syndrome, SIDS. And to me, it was crazy because the medical doctors said for years and years and years and years that SIDS, sudden death syndrome, was caused by mothers laying on their babies and suffocating them. It turns out it was just a simple nutritional deficiency. By getting these nutrients into Enfamil, Similac, all the baby formulas for these 8 lawsuits against FDA and federal courts, for Jonathan Nemord and myself, you don't hear about cystic fibrosis anymore. You don't hear about muscular dystrophy anymore. You don't hear about sudden death syndrome anymore, because just with a lot of love, a lot of information, a lot of nutrition, a good diet, getting rid of all the bad stuff and taking all the good stuff with supplementation. You cannot get everything you need by just eating well, because plants cannot make minerals, which are 2/3 of your essential nutrients. Plants cannot make minerals. Plants make vitamins, amino acids, fatty acids, but plants do not make minerals. Nutritional minerals occur in veins like gold and silver. And the only way you can guarantee that everybody in the world is getting everything they need is to supplement with all 90 essential nutrients. That's why we have the Healthy Start Pack. That's why we have the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack with 215 nutrients. The core is still the Healthy Start Pack with 90 essential nutrients. But don't forget, we have what we call secret sauces for 600 different diseases: diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, MS, multiple sclerosis, demyelinization, okay? Osteoporosis of the skull. In America alone, we spend $3 trillion a year treating osteoporosis and arthritis. 620, I think it's $626.8 billion to treat arthritis, which is osteoporosis of the joints, and $2.3 trillion to treat the symptoms of osteoporosis, including osteoporosis of the skull, but doctors don't know about osteoporosis of the skull. Together, it's $3 trillion we spend just to treat the symptoms of a simple nutritional deficiency disease that you can get rid of for pennies a day. But doctors are happy. They like that $3 trillion a year. Okay? Get this book. You'll add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. Okay? I just get breathless when the Wallach Revolution. Okay, over to you, Becca.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. There is so much to learn, folks. And having these resources at your fingertips that you can read through, you can refer to, you can use your highlighter, the things that mean the most to you will make it even easier to educate yourself.
www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com. Get those books and CDs. Don't forget the Wallach Revolution. Oh my gosh, I'm breathless. Just look at the cover.
Yeah, so the Wallach Revolution is being added to the website. If you do not see it there, you can use or call the phone number 800-755-4656 and talk to the staff there at drjwallach.com, which is actually Wellness Publications. And they'll be able to get that ordered for you as well. So I'm super excited. They got it in yesterday, Dr.
Yeah.
Wallach.
Yeah, they got in the house yesterday, and everybody was so excited unloading the trucks and getting them put on the shelves and everything, and they're ready to go.
And it says there, now authorized biography of the medical genius, the Wallach Revolution.
Well, somebody was very kind.
Yes. Well, Dr. Wallach, we don't expect you to call yourself a medical genius because that would be conceit. And yeah, people
That's
don't
not
like
me.
That's not you. Well, we have a lot of people that are on with us who have questions.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and go to the first question. And as we're getting that set up, I want to remind everybody that if you have a question, you can raise your hand. Just go to the Zoom menu if you are here on live with us and click raise hand, and we'll call on you in the order that your hand is raised. And please raise your hands early. We only have a certain amount of time and we want to get to as many of you as absolutely possible. So, Dr. Wallach, let's go over here to Kim. Kim, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello. Hi, Dr. Wallach. Hi,
Hi,
Becca.
where are you from, Ken?
I am from Illinois, south of Chicago.
Okay. How can we help you?
I am 59 years old, going to be 60 next month.
Okay.
I'm 55 or 55. I'm sorry. And I have been on your products about a month and a half. I'm taking the Healthy Pack.
I apologize. I apologize. How much do you weigh?
I weigh 158.
Okay.
I am taking the last month and a half, the Healthy Pack, enzymes, and an extra selenium. I have helped myself with brain fog, or your products have helped me with brain fog, energy, elimination. My skin, hair, nails are better. I am still working on some tingling in my feet. I was told maybe to add MSM. So I'm just kind of wanting to see what you think. And I'm also dealing with some hot flashes.
Oh, okay. I have to ask you, how many times you wake up at night to urinate? Once, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times?
Usually once or twice. And it's usually because I'm hot and I try and get up and cool off. So I go to the bathroom, but yeah, sometimes and sometimes not.
Okay. Now, during the day, do you urinate once or 3 times or 5 times or 10 times? Or, running to the toilet all the time? What's going on?
Probably quite often for the reason that I drink a lot of liquids.
No, don't tell me that part. I want to know how many times you urinate.
Okay.
I'll determine why you're urinating.
Okay. Probably like 6 times a day.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any ringing in your ears? Do you have any tinnitus or ringing in your ears?
No.
Okay. Do you have any balance problems, dizziness, or vertigo?
No.
Okay. But you do have this tingling or whatever it is in your toes?
Yes.
Okay.
A little
We
bit in my
can-
hands.
Okay, you have osteoporosis of the skull, squeezing your spinal cord. The spinal
Okay.
cord is telling your urinary bladder to urinate, whether it's during the day or the night. I know it's not a prostate problem because girls don't have prostate glands. Okay. And
Mhm.
so, when you have tingling stuff down in your toes and stuff, that's again the spinal cord being squeezed, and the message is being sent down to the toes. Hey, do something, and that's because your skull is squeezing that spinal cord. Do you have any receding gums or any dental problems? Did you have to go to an orthodontist when you were 15, 16 years old?
I do have receding gums.
Okay. Yeah. You have osteoporosis of the skull. You have receding gums, it means your skull is shrinking. Okay. And all the gums are kind of shriveling up. Okay. And do you ever have stomach pain? Do you ever have stomach pain?
Not so much stomach pain, but I used to have digestion issues until I started your product.
Okay. What does digestive issues mean?
Constipation, and bloating once in a while.
Okay. And then do you ever have an irregular heartbeat or fast heart rate or slow heart rate?
Yes.
Tachycardia, AFib?
Yeah. Anxiety, high heartbeat every once in a while goes a little high.
Okay. Yeah, that's called atrial fibrillation. It's not anxiety. It's your skull squeezing the 10th cranial nerve, the vagus nerve. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And so just remember the main idea here is only dead doctors don't lie. Doctors know nothing about osteoporosis of the skull. And as
Okay.
a result, they'll send you to their classmates who are all these specialists, the dentist, the periodontist, they'll send you to a back surgeon, they'll send you to somebody who deals with arthritis and stuff like that in the low back and the hips and the knees and the toes and so on. And so they treat symptoms. And people are very grateful that the symptoms go away, but the disease continues to progress and get worse and worse and worse until they want to give you a double knee replacement, give you a double hip replacement, and all that kind of stuff, and do an ablation, and anesthetize you, put you under anesthesia, cut your chest open, take your heart out, and do an ablation on your heart, hoping to find the place that makes your heart run irregularly. But it's not a heart problem. It's a skull squeezing that 10th cranial nerve. Doctors
Okay.
know nothing about this. That's why we had to write the book and the CD. It's all in your head. You need to get this. And here we go. And you weigh 158 pounds. So I want you to
Yes.
get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods. No air frying, no deep frying, no pan frying, no oils, no salad dressing, no cooking oils. I like yogurt and cream for my salad dressings. Then I also want you to get rid of processed meats with nitrates and nitrates in it. We're talking about bacon and ham and hot dogs and pastrami and bologna and salami and all that kind of stuff. I want you to get rid of gluten, no wheat, no butter, iron oats, no wheat, no butter, iron oats. There are no gluten-free oats. The gluten in oats is called gliadin, but it's still gluten. No buckwheat. Buckwheat, it says right on the label, no gluten, which is true. But buckwheat has another substance in it called phagopyrenes, F-A-G-O-pyrines, which is worse than gluten. So no wheat, butter, iron oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, and no let's see here, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet ones got to go, and carbonated water has to go, because carbonation, no matter what the source is, will neutralize your stomach acid, so you cannot absorb minerals or digest food. You need the stomach acid for that. That's why you have the place in your stomach to make stomach acid. That's why you need salt. That's why you need salt. Don't let anybody talk you into stop taking salt. Oh, you're going to get high blood pressure. You're going to get high blood pressure if you use salt. Well, salt, okay, was the first nutritional deficiency treatment, okay, because the sea salt back thousands of years ago, when they started selling sea salt thousands of years ago, they were able to get rid of goiter. Now, they didn't know what was in sea salt, got rid of goiter, but they know that sea salt got rid of goiter and prevented goiter. Crazy, right? So don't forget our salt. This is from Australia, New Zealand, okay, our seasoned salt, okay. It has 28 different minerals in there, one of which will prevent goiter and all, and reverse goiter and all that kind of stuff. So I want you also to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month. A full dose of everything twice a day. I want you to have 2 bottles a month of the MSMs. You can take 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. They're going to support and promote maintenance, repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between your vertebrae, bone makes bone itself. I need you also to take the collagen peptides. That's 2 canisters a month. Take a scoop at breakfast, scoop at dinner time. Vitamin D3, 3 of those twice a day. It's 2 bottles a month. And then I also want you to have our Synaptive. Get 2 bottles of our Synaptive. Take 3 of those twice a day. And they're going to help your brain and spinal cord function better, do all the things they're supposed to do in a proper way. And all of these problems are going to be, which I say, significantly reduced or eliminated. Okay, you're going to have a great story. So do call us every couple of weeks, because, and you know, you're going to have a great story, because we've been doing this for over 50 years and it works every time.
Well, thank you so much. And yes, Becca's been wonderful helping me along the lines, but I much appreciate you.
Okay, appreciate you. Thank you so much, Kim. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, thank you, Kim. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Can you hear
I can hear you.
me just one of me or 2 of me?
Well, you shifted.
Oh goodness, we're having audio problems.
There's
But
2 of you,
well, let's
Becca.
go ahead and go to the next hand that is up, and Carmen. Go
Carmen.
ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, where are you from, Carmen?
Well, I'm at my sister's. It's for her. She's in West Virginia. Hi there. How are you?
Hi.
My
What's your
name
name?
is Isabel.
Isabel, okay. How can I help you?
Well, Carmen's telling me all of these things that can be treated or significantly reduced. Just tell them what she wants. I have thinning hair that it was starting to thin when I was 12. 16. That's a big one. And
Okay.
then I have recently, well, in the last 10 years or so, I'm 70 right by now. And the nosebleeds, doesn't like noise. The nosebleeds started when I was still in Gainesville, which would have been 2015, 2014. 2005.
Okay, what else you got?
What else do I have?
She has rash. She has a thing behind her ear that itches, and I put some CM cream on it, and it made it feel better.
Okay,
And she's 100 and what do you?
183.
And she's 5'4".
okay. Do you have any, let's see here, any ringing in your ears, any tinnitus or ringing in your ears?
No.
Okay, do you have any balance problems or vertigo or dizziness?
Well, I would think not, but I have fallen without being pushed, without any tripping on any crack in the cement or anything like that. So obviously,
Yeah, you have a balance problem. Okay.
yeah,
Okay, and then let's see here. How many times a night do you wake up to urinate? Once, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times?
once.
Okay,
Usually
what about during the day? Do you urinate frequently during the day?
No, normally like once or twice.
Okay. Do you have a change in your voice and swallowing capability and all that kind of stuff?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, you would be. People would tell you. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Then I guess it's no.
Yeah, your voice is changing. What's going on? Okay, but if you don't have that going on, all right.
No.
Let's see, have you ever had Bell's palsy where one side of your face droops? Hello?
Isabel,
We lost you.
do you have
We-
drooping?
Oh, she doesn't have Bell's palsy. Her face is, but she's losing some of her pigment on her face.
Yeah.
It's turning white.
I was told that's from stress.
Well, I don't want to hear what they told you. I want to know what your symptom is. Oh, there goes the balance.
No, the phone just tipped, Dr. Wallach. So Isabel, for your balance, does that happen very often? You said that you fell. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off here, but can you hear us? You muted yourself. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you fine. We can't hear Dr. Watt frozen, looks like. Okay, he's moving.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
he's here. No. We just need to know what your symptoms are, Isabel. So when you said that you fell just kind of out of the blue, has it only happened once? Were you dizzy?
Yeah. No, I was not dizzy. All of a sudden I'm looking around and I'm on the ground. And I was
Okay.
on solid ground, but I fell and used my right hand to stop the fall. That was not good though, because I couldn't use
Okay,
my
Doc-
right.
Okay, I have another question.
Go ahead.
I have another question. I need to know if I need to know if you get drowsy after you eat. Do you ever get drowsy after you eat?
They got muted again. They're having some connection issues,
Okay,
Dr.
let's
Wall.
talk another day.
Okay,
All right, bye.
bye.
All right, sorry.
That's
Okay.
okay.
So let's go in the house and see if it's any better. And then raise our
Okay,
hands.
so hold on. Let's go to that next hand, and that is Kathy. Kathy, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello, Kathy. How can we help you?
Hi, I have two quick questions. One is I have a condition on my back. It's a fungus, tinea versicolor. And I have a topical cream from the dermatologist, but it's not working. And I'm wondering if that is some sort of a mineral or vitamin deficiency, if you know.
Okay, this is in the skin of the back, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you have any ringing in your ears? Do
No,
you have any balance problems?
nope.
Okay. How many times a night do you wake up to urinate? Once, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times?
0 to 1.
I'm sorry?
0 to 1.
Okay. And then let's see here. Do you have any tinnitus or ringing in your ears?
No.
Has your voice changed any? You sound like you're a little hoarse.
I do. I'm having a little bit of phlegm in my throat lately. And we talked about this the other day. So I ordered what you recommended for that.
Okay, good. Because, yeah, you could have osteoporosis, skull squeezing the 9th cranial nerve, the glossopharyngeal
Right.
nerve,
Yes.
which changes your voice, the ability to swallow. You
Right.
accumulate mucus, you lose your sense of taste, and all that kind of stuff going on when the glossopharyngeal nerve is being squeezed. You have
Right.
osteoporosis of the skull. Okay,
Mhm.
very common. And so again, what is it you weigh?
I weigh 108. I'm 5'2", 73 years old.
Okay, and so again, you need several things going on here. You need to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites in it, none of ham and bacon and bologna and salami and hot dogs and stuff like that, and pepperoni and jerky. Absolutely no oils, no salad dressing, no cooking oils, no gluten, no wheat, no butter, oats, no buckwheat. There's no gluten in buckwheat, but buckwheat has phagopyrines, F-A-G-O-pyrines, which are worse than gluten and messing up your ability to absorb nutrition. All right. And then I want you to, let's see here, you said 108
8.
pounds?
Yes.
108 pounds, yeah. I want you to have 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month, a full dose of everything a day. So you can take a half a dose of breakfast, half a dose of dinner time. I
Right.
also want you to take 2 bottles a month of the MSM. So you take 3 with breakfast, 3 with lunch, 3 dinner time. They're going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone makes a bone itself. You need the collagen peptides, 2 canisters a month. So you can take a scoop of that with your morning drinks, with your evening drink. Because you have all this skin issue going on, I want you to get our, let's see here, hair, skin, and nails. Get 2 bottles a month. So you can take 3 at breakfast, 3 dinner time. It'll
Okay.
help you regain skin health, hair color. Hair will grow back where you've lost hair. Okay, kind of stuff.
Right.
And so do give us a call every couple of weeks, and we'll walk you through this. And your complaints are quite common in people who are middle aged. And so
Yeah. That's funny.
if your complaints are quite, but it's not due to age. What do you eat historically? What did you eat for breakfast?
Well, that brings me to my next question. Today I had some yogurt and a banana, but it's absolutely torture to give up the wheat because I
Well,
love.
if you want to die early, keep
No,
eating
I
wheat.
don't, but what's a good substitute for that?
Okay, what you want to do is
What's
eat like an
for
Asian.
bread?
What you want to do is you can't have bread because it's made
I
from
know,
wheat.
but what's something good to eat instead of bread?
Well, what you want to do is eat rice and potatoes, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, okay, with butter, not margarine.
Right?
And you have beans and squash. And again, eat like an Asian. Do not eat like a European. I actually have a little, I don't know, Rebecca, how long is that little video you found of me talking about the eating the wheat, brown, around oats?
It's 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes. Yeah, we need to put that on every day. Can we do that?
We will figure out how to get it up on our channel and get it on our Facebook and just broadcast it, Dr. Wallach, because it is very informational. And Kathy, so there's a lot of different flours that are actually gluten-free. Most of them that I like the best are the white rice, the sweet rice, the brown rice, flours that are made from that. There's sorghum, there's almond flour, coconut flour. There's lots of different alternatives that are available now without having to cross that line, but you want to make sure that when you're looking at the ingredients of the flour or any of the gluten-free products that there is no oat flour. They sneak that in there, even if they say organic certified gluten-free oats,
Right.
it still has gliadin.
Yeah.
Okay.
No such
So
thing as
I
gluten-free
made
oats.
I made some keto bread with almond flour, and it was so bad that I just had to
Yeah,
throw it out.
almonds.
I don't know. There seems to be a few Asians around, so somebody must like eating rice and so forth.
But
They
it's
do
like,
very well.
don't you miss toast? Or you just get over it?
No,
No.
you cannot have toast.
I know, that's the problem.
No,
Get over it.
So
Okay,
for
I'll
those
get
You
over
either
it.
want to live or you want to die.
All
For
right.
those of you who are watching, we do have a Cooking Like Doc Wallach Facebook page. If you'd like to go ahead and jump on there, we do put up some recipes that are Dr. Wallach approved.
Okay.
So, and
Very
we're
good.
also,
Dr. Wallach's cooking without the bad foods.
I was just going to say that, Dr. Wallach, we've got Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Food. There are recipes in here that are for bread, and they do not include any of the bad foods.
Okay.
So if you do not have this book, Kathy, or anybody that's watching this program, go to drjwallach.com and get this book, Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. This was put together by 3 chefs in Canada. They spent, what was it, 3 years?
3 years following, 3 years following my instructions and seeing what happens with the people that we're working with and are putting together these recipes. And so it's really a great project.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
And
Thanks.
there's hundreds of recipes in here.
Okay.
We've
Good.
got like 300 or almost 300 pages of recipes. And there's multiple per page. So definitely get DRJ or go to drjwallach.com and get Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods.
Okay.
And there are some bread recipes in there that are amazing tasting.
You think?
Okay.
What? Really? Okay.
No, I understand because I used to make all my own breads, ground my
Yes.
wheat, everything.
Exactly.
And then when I cut out the gluten, my health just started going positively in the right direction.
Oh, wow, really?
But I would still had that. I was missing,
Yes.
it's like,
exactly.
oh, I loved that.
Exactly. I know.
But
Mm.
you get over it and then you go back and you don't love it anymore whenever your digestive system tells you no.
Right.
So
And wait till you see this little 2-minute informational.
yeah, we'll get that. It's called a reel. So it's
I'm sorry.
2 minutes.
It's a 2-minute what?
It's called a reel, REEL, just like a
Okay.
fishing reel. And it goes through a clip of one of Dr. Wallach's old lectures. And Kathy, middle-aged, Dr. Wallach is not old.
That's
to
funny.
claim that title. So
That's
middle-aged,
true.
yes, you are. If
Okay.
he's middle-aged, definitely are a youngster.
And where are you posting the reel?
So the reel we will put on our critical health news or Daily with Doc.
Okay, good,
.com.
good.
Get those there, and also on the Facebook. I'm going to have to find that clip and do a little bit of editing for ourselves. So we'll make sure that that is available by the end of the week.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome.
Okay, let us hear from you every couple of weeks because you're going to have a great story.
Okay, good. I will.
Thank you.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
Dr. Wallach, let's go to Joanne. Joanne, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, I'm Joanne Sellers. I'm from Tucson, Arizona, and thank you, Dr. Wallach, for everything that you do and provide for us. I'm asking
Thank you.
about a dog that I take care of. That is a 12-pound, 7-year-old poodle that was just diagnosed with with diabetes. And so I was thinking that you would know what we could do so that dog does not have to take insulin shots.
Okay. Okay. And so that you say the dog weighs
12
70
pounds.
Oh, 12 pounds. Okay. There it is. Yeah, 12 pounds. Okay, I got it. 12 pounds.
7 years old.
Okay, 12 pounds. What we need to do is make sure he's getting a good brand of canned dog food, like Ralston Purina, canned dog food with all the vitamins and minerals in it, according to body weight. Okay. No table scraps, because we don't want to get any gluten, no, bread scraps and stuff like that, and spaghetti leftovers. No, can't, because of gluten, can't do it. And then I also want them to have 1 scoop a day of our Arthrodex. It's like 1 scoop for 20 pounds of body weight, but 12 pounds is, closer to 20 pounds and not. So I'd go with 1 scoop of the Arthrodex in that the canned dog food with all the vitamins and minerals in it. I also want to throw in there 1 Sweeties, 1 sweetie. So 1 bottle. Is there small bottles? No, I guess they're not small bottles. But they'll add that 1 bottle will last you about 2 months. Okay, just 1 Sweeties in that dog food, along with that 1 scoop of the Arthrodex and a good brand of dog food with the vitamins and minerals in there, but no table scraps, because the gluten blocks the absorption of those nutrients. No table scraps, no bread, no spaghetti, no buns, no cookies, no crackers, no cereal. Okay, no porridge, none of that stuff. It's all got to go.
Okay, and what was the dog food? Did you say Purina?
Ralston Purina, yeah.
Ralston's Purina. Okay.
Purina, P-U-R. Ralston Purina.
Okay, good. Thank you, Dr. Wallach.
Okay. So we kind of take care of our little 4-legged family members.
Yep, I know. I knew you would like that. And I will report back.
Thank you, please.
I will. Thank you so much for all that you do and who you are.
Okay, well, thank you. Very kind. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Joanne. All right, Dr. Wallach, we get so many great callers on with great questions. We appreciate them so. And the thing that we appreciate most is they're taking the time to invest in themselves, getting information that is empowering instead of enslaving when it comes to our own health, Dr. Wallach. So it's like putting gas in a car. It's like putting your oil, your transmission, your power steering fluid, your antifreeze or coolant, depending on where you live, your water, all these things.
Don't forget the brake fluid. Don't forget the brake
fluid. That's right. When we need to stop, we want to be able to stop. But it's just like that. We are probably the most complicated creation ever. So we need to continually give our own bodies, our temples, what it needs to be able to thrive. And you can do that by getting back with the person that invited you to watch this program. If there's nobody to thank, then go to dailywithdoc.com and you'll find all of the replays, and we have a store there also. If you are ready to get started and say, yes, I am worthy, I deserve the best, because that's what you're going to be getting, folks. And when you get the best, you get the best absorption as well. We have one more hand up that I think we have enough time to get to real quick, Gary. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
How can we help you, sir? Gary.
I asked you to unmute. Go ahead and let's try again. There we go.
Okay. Hey, I talk about you every day to people. And they either believe me or they don't believe me.
Okay, join the club.
Join the club. Well, I was the guy with a inguinal hernia a couple weeks ago, and you told me to prop up my bed 4 inches or 3.5 inches. You said to put a 2x4 underneath my bed to prop it up. You also said to wear the belt, which I am doing. You also said keep patient, and I told you that the doctor immediately, when I felt the little inguinal hernia on below my belly button there, to the right side, he wanted to operate right away. And I said, whoa, hold on. I said, let me try to see something if I could. Well, it's not going to work. You need an operation. These things don't go away. Well, I'm finding exercises, leg exercises that strengthen the abdominal muscles. What's the word called? The
abdominal wall.
The abdominal wall, the lower muscles of the stomach area. I've learned from a different interview or YouTube videos that it's possible to remedy this as well as what you said. So I'm working on it. I do not feel it. With the belt. I only feel it maybe a little bit at night when I take the belt off before I go to bed. But then in the morning, I don't feel it at all.
Okay, well, we only have a moment here, so don't forget the collagen peptides. Don't forget the MSM. Okay, you need those things because they're the raw materials for the connective tissue that make up the tendons that hold the right side belly muscles to the left side belly muscle. Okay,
That's
so you need those things, the raw materials, to maintain that tissue. And when you wear the belt, you're holding that tissue together, and so it's going to heal.
Correct. I'm on all what you told me to take: the MSM, the Ultra Daily Classics, the collagen peptides, the vitamin C, the vitamin D, the osteo, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and plus the FucoidZ. That's what I'm taking.
Good. Keep going.
And I'm getting blacker hair. I think I don't know if you remember. I keep showing you my head.
Yeah.
It's getting darker.
Okay, that's it. You have all time's up. I'm going. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for the report. That's a positive report. Yeah, very good.
All right. Well, we love having the positive reports that just show that people are paying attention and, putting what you have been teaching and sharing with us for decades, Dr. Wallach, to action. And it actually works. Imagine that. It worked for me. And I didn't know what I was doing. So I am just so thankful and grateful, Dr. Wallach, to have you. Ruth Ellen, did you have a question that you wanted to add as well? Or are you here to join us in saying farewell? Thank you, everybody. I want to appreciate my co-hosts, Ruth Ellen Sanchez and Heather Bowen, all they do in the background. And Dr. Wallach, The Wallach Revolution. It's a great book. I've read it 3 or 4 times already before even going to publishing. So if you find an error, sorry, folks, I missed it, but that's okay. It's a great book. I encourage all of you to go to drjwallach.com, get your own copy, and just have it as a resource because it shares so much information on what you can do because it's been done. So Dr. Wallach, I'm going to say farewell to you, and you have a great rest of the day as you're continuing to help others around the world on so many different platforms. And everybody, you have been watching Daily with Doc, sponsored by dailywithdoc.com. That's a tongue twister, Ruth Ellen. dailywithdoc.com.
Yes, it is.
Share this information with somebody you know. If you hear anything that sparked, oh, well, somebody else has that, or I know this person that's suffering, and share this program with them. Share Daily with Doc. We have hundreds of videos there that go through different conditions, different replays of our programs, including the Ask Doc Live. That was a 2-hour program that we used to have on Fridays. But now, instead of 2 hours a week, we're here 5 hours a week, each and every day, Monday through Friday, from noon to 1 Pacific time. So join us, Daily with Doc, dailywithdoczoom.com. My name is Becca Dukes. Hope you all have a wonderful, fabulous day. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.